Another edition of News 6. This week, News 6 is brought to you by the 6th graders at St. Michael's School in Findlay, Ohio. First, Joyce Uwe is going to tell us about Pipe Dream Farms. Joyce?
Pipe Dream Farms is a privately owned 25-acre farm in eastern Hancock County. Here, students are taught to write English, Western, and also to jump. Nan Slaslow is a trainer at Pipe Dream Farms, and she explained to News 6 what she hopes to accomplish with her students.
Now look up and over. Look at Carrie Ann. Look at Carrie Ann. Okay, you dropped your eye a little bit. Whoa, whoa. Okay, that's all right. You made your point. Yeah. Now let's give to that horse a little bit. Give. What we try to instill in these riders here is to make them horsemen, okay? We don't want just riders, okay? Riders are a dime a dozen. But what we try to do is give them a little bit more of a feel. You don't need a leg up?
Yes.
I knew you did. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Riding is a very, very mental sport. And this is why men and women can compete so equally. Okay, because it's not a matter of strength. What you have to, you will see these riders demonstrating their own specific plan. And this is something that I really harp on them about. They know basically the mechanical phases, and now they need to learn a little bit more dynamics, okay, how to apply those mechanics and the timing of those mechanics. Some of the programs that I have done for the farm is to give lectures to 4-H groups on maybe grooming and conditioning. We also will work with the Girl Scouts on their horsemanship badges, or the Campfire Girls. Basically, you know, any type of program that, you know, a citizen could come up to me and say, I've got a group of kids that think they like horses or think they want to put up hay or something, you know, and I'm totally open to those kind of suggestions. Facing, please, girls.
Thanks, Joyce. And now Stephanie Jones will tell us about a professional skating coach. Steph?
Karen Zambrisky is a professional skating coach at the Hancock Recreational Center in Findlay. Lisa Stacy is one of her students. One of Lisa's goals is to win a gold medal in the Olympics. News 6 reporter Megan Dudgeon talked with Karen about her profession and what it takes to become an Olympic skater.
Karen, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your occupation?
I am a professional skating coach here at Hancock Recreational Center. I work with the Silver Blade Skating Club. I work with competitive and recreational skaters. I've been teaching for 12 years, 8 years here in Findlay, and I was a former national competitor myself.
Karen, what style of skating do you teach?
Well, there are several styles of skating. There's hockey skating, speed skating, and figure skating. And I work specifically with figure skaters. We have recreational skaters. They skate just for fun and enjoyment. And I have competitive skaters. Those are the girls who work a lot harder and a lot more hours and want the gold medals.
What kind of training is involved for Olympic hopefuls?
Well, we have 4 girls in the club right now who are serious competitors, and they skate 11 months out of the year. In the summertime, they skate 6 to 8 hours a day, every day. Saturday and Sunday they have off, and during the wintertime, they skate every morning and every evening for 4 or 5 hours each day. So it takes a tremendous amount of work, and then there's no guarantees that they'll ever go to the Olympics, but they work awful hard.
Karen, can you tell us what Lisa will be demonstrating for us this morning?
This morning she's going to be doing her competitive routine that she did at the regional championships, and it consists of several advanced spin, a camel, a layback, a Denise Bielman spin. She does several double jumps, a double flip, a double sow, double lutz, an axel. So several of the most difficult things that skaters learn. It's taken Lisa 5 years to accomplish some of these tasks, and she's worked awful hard at it.
Thanks, Megan. And now Chad Cuxey will tell us about an interesting hobby. Chad?
Mrs. Cecilia Robarge is a second-grade teacher at St. Michael's. She and her husband began collecting model trains in 1950. For the next 25 years, they continued to add engines, railroad cars, building, and tracks to their collection. Mrs. Robarge explained that her husband's interest in this hobby started when he was a boy. He grew up next to a railroad track and was always fascinated by trains. Mr. Robarge has passed away, but New 6 recently visited with Mrs. Robarge in the basement of their home. She showed us the train layout, which was 10 feet by 30 feet and includes 300 feet of track. The collection includes 18 engines and almost 70 cars. Their set reflects the era of the steam engine, which reached its peak in 1920. Most of the engines that she and her husband collected are steam engines. Mrs. Robarge explains that the large wheels in the middle of the steam engine are the ones that drive the train. You can tell how powerful a steam engine is by the number of its middle wheels. They are called the drive wheels. The smaller wheels in front of the drive wheels are called leader wheels, and they guide the train. The small wheels behind the drive wheels are called trailers. The Robarge collection also contains some diesel engines. Mrs. Robarge doesn't run the trains as often as her husband did, but she is always happy and willing to share her collection with her students. Thanks, Mrs. Robarge.
Thanks, Chad. In our last story, Ellen Verplatz will tell us about Taekwondo, which is a form of karate. Ellen?
Karate isn't just breaking boards. It involves self-discipline, coordination, and hours of practice. Tim Lewis has been taking karate lessons for 2.5 years, and he has earned a second-degree purple belt. Tim spoke to his instructor, Richard Hoffer, at the Teen Center about a special type of karate called Taekwondo.
Taekwondo, which is a Korean martial art. Tai means hand, Kwon means foot, and Do means fighting art. So it's a hand and foot fighting art.
What do you learn in Taekwondo?
We learn a lot of things in karate, or Taekwondo. Probably the most important things are we learn to protect ourselves, which is really a minor thing. But the most important thing is we learn to use our body, we learn to condition our body, we learn that there are things that we can do that we didn't believe we could do before. We learn to stretch our body, we get a lot of stretch, we get conditioning, we get in shape. We come out here and we work out real hard every night, and we get in good shape by doing that. So it's good for our heart, it's good for our lungs, it's an excellent conditioning. It's very good for our health.
How does it help you protect yourself?
We spend a lot of time in class learning self-defense moves. First thing we do, as you know, is we work a lot on basic moves. We learn a lot on learning to punch, different kinds of punches. We spend a great deal of time, in fact, most of the time, learning to use our feet and to kick. You have total belief in yourself, and you realize there's no reason to fight. You shouldn't fight.
Thank you for talking with us, Mr. Hoffer. This is Tim Lewis reporting for News 6.
Thanks, Tim. That's all for today. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Join us next week when News 6 will be brought to you by the 6th graders